Hey guys, it's Ian. It's August 26, 2014, and I am 9 months and 15 days on testosterone. Um, Here to talk a little bit about my updates and about some stuff that I've been thinking about and that's been kind of getting on my nerves or something. I don't know. So that's what's going on in this video. As far as changes, I don't really see physical changes happening a whole lot. I mean, I have more hair on my belly and more hair on my face and more hair like coming up my arms now. And despite popular belief from this video, my hair is not receding. It's just my barber at work decided to line me up, and so he like cut my hair out. Like, what are you doing? So it definitely looks like I have a receding hairline at this point, but it's just growing back because he was a jerk and cut my hair off. So don't think I'm going bald, but well, we don't know. My dad's fault. Anyways, yeah, the thing that I noticed is the most significant, and I don't know if it's even like a real thing, but it just seems like I have short-term memory trouble, and I feel like that's a thing. I'll just be sitting there doing something, and I'll think of something, and then like in a flash, it's just gone. And I know that I forgot something, but for the life of me, I can't think of what it is, and it just happens kind of regularly. So I don't know what that's all about, but if that's a thing, I guess that's a change. So I figured I'd mention it. I don't know if I think I've heard somebody say that that's happened to them before too. So yeah. Ultimately, I think everything's pretty stable. Haven't been to the gym lately, but except last night. Just kind of been running around the neighborhood and stuff, but I'm trying to get back into going to the gym again because I like that. And it's about to get like weird weather. It's been getting real hot and whatnot, so I'm probably going to be doing that a lot. Anyways, furthermore, onto my discussion in this video, I would like to talk about like how this has impacted me socially, because it definitely has. It definitely makes me feel really weird. So yeah, my beliefs are like I I don't know. I don't just outwardly tell people my story that don't know me, of course. I mean, like, you guys on Facebook and stuff, my family knows, but people that I don't like really keep in contact with, I don't feel the need to come out to them, but at the same time it feels kind of isolating in some ways because um and kind of, I don't know, almost scary because like at work I'm only like half out. Only like half the people know that I'm not a cis male because I went to the academy with them and I told them, just because I had to tell them my birth name, so I had to tell them. But aside from that, like, there's a lot of guys at work that don't know, and I like to keep it that way kind of because I don't know, I don't want to risk them treating me any differently. I don't know if they would or not. Like, the dudes that do know, they don't care, and I have made some really good friendships there. But like, I don't want them to look at me differently and accidentally like start screwing up my pronouns and whatnot just because they're like, ha, whatever. You know, like, I don't know, people are like that sometimes. They think that just because something is like your past that they need to like change how they treat you, and I don't like that. So I haven't told them, but at the same time I'm like, oh dude, what happens if somebody tells them then, like another person at work is just like, hey, you know this, right? And that's kind of gonna be real weird, and I don't want somebody to think that I've like created this whole elaborate scheme to decept them. And I don't know, is that a word, to decept, to be deceptive? I don't know. I guess we'll pretend. Anyways, deceive, that was the word that I was searching for. Yeah, to deceive them. Okay, and yeah, so like that's kind of weird to me, and I don't really know how to deal with that. I guess I'll deal with it if it comes my way. um I don't know. I also find like previous people that I don't really associate with a whole lot, that don't come around, or I don't go around them a whole lot. It's weird for me sometimes. Like, it just is. And sometimes I avoid people entirely just so I don't have to do the whole coming out thing. because they don't, I mean, if they're not somebody that I've kept up with on Facebook or whatever, I just feel it's awkward. And like, for instance, I was at a sheriff, or no, a police station volunteering for like a whole summer. So I got pretty close with some guys, but it was a pretty small town area, and I really don't find that they would have any idea what trans people are or be accepting. I mean, their chaplain was one of the most closed-minded people I've ever met, and he's supposed to be the chaplain. So, I mean, there are places like that where I would really like to be in contact with those people, because that was a great resource for me, a good reference, um, and a good learning point. But at the same time, I really don't want to go to all that trouble. So it's kind of a thing where I fight with what I really want to do and what I need to do, and I really don't want to do some of those things. If it comes that way where like I need some type of reference or something after I've changed my name, and I have to go to this chief and explain to my chief that, well, dude, I kind of changed my name and everything. It's not like I'm some random person that just showed up. I did come here, but you probably don't remember me now because I sound different and everything. I don't know. It's a weird situation that you kind of don't really know how to deal with, even if you're going through it. So that's where I'm at with that. Kind of feel like I live two different lives, or have lived now two different lives, because it feels like, because of those things, like the people that knew me back then have to know that part of me, and unless I've already let you in, it's like I don't really feel like coming out to people that don't even know me, like don't even know me to the depth that they would be like, what? No. No, so it's kind of like I closed that door and have started kind of a new life, I guess. So, hold on, my cat wants in. I'm sorry. Come on. Which feels kind of isolating. It really does, but at the same time, you just kind of do it. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Um, it's kind of weird to be around people that still are screwing up my name and pronouns. It is. I haven't dealt with that for months because my mom and everybody, like my family's got really good at it. My close friends have. So when I go back around people that are like screwing it up, it's real weird because it kind of forces me to have to like be out then. And I mean, I don't know, it forces me to like go back to that point where I'm like, no, I've already come like 9 months into this, so I'm not really feeling going through the whole situation anymore, trying to explain who I am. Like, this is where I've been, guys, where are you at? And I know I have to be like forgiving and understanding, but it's kind of irritating at this point, like I've been here for a long time and it's hard for people, but it is annoying. Sorry if that's rude, but that's just how I feel. I'll get off that note now. So, aside from that, I did, at my job, get another opportunity to advance myself, which I'm super excited about, because that is, like, when I got hired on there, I learned about this position, and I wanted to be trained in it. And my sergeant called me up on the phone the other day, and he was like, hey, man, do you want to go train in IDAX, which is the warrants and stuff. It deals with warrants and information, and I'll actually kind of be like on the outer area of the prison. I'll still be in the same facility, still probably be working the same hours, but it'll deal with a whole different like situation and everything. So it'll be really cool. Plus, it's excellent experience, and it'll give me the certification I need if I ever wanted to be a dispatcher. But it also just makes me more marketable if I want to be hired on a department or something. So I'm really stoked about that. That's what I wanted, and 6 months in, and they already offer that to me. Plus, I'm gonna get trained in the other stuff eventually after that everything settles down. We had a big issue and crap happened, so my previous training for the quick response team has been postponed until LT gives us further advancement. So I'm just kind of doing my thing right now and waiting for them to get me on board. I had to send my like background check information to the FBI, and they're doing a background check, and then after that I just am gonna be training and stuff. So yeah, super excited. Hadn't really announced that a whole lot because I feel like I'm constantly being like, yeah, my job's awesome, but it is pretty awesome, and I'm really glad that I've taken this path to get on like the right track with my experience and with getting other opportunities and having like a whole window of things that I can do. So yeah, my job's awesome. Sorry if that is annoying, but that's where I'm at. Aside from that, guys, I don't really have anything further to talk about, I don't think. Just kind of wanted to give you... My cat's playing with her toy right now. It's funny. It's a little hippo or something. Oh well, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of the stuff that I think about sometimes, and it's weird because as like an outsider, I know that a lot of people don't really understand how this affects people. So I think it's a good idea to educate and kind of bring awareness to the fact that this is kind of challenging even still. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm super excited because fall's about to be here, and you know what that means. If you don't know what that means, that's really weird. But like leaves, and I think the term autumn is really cool. Yeah, it's not used very often, but it's like a pretty word. It kind of brings a whole prettiness to the season. So yeah, like all the leaves and the cooler temperatures coming soon, even though this week's gonna be really hot. Pumpkin everything, spices. I'm stoked. That's my favorite time of year, and it's getting really close. So yeah, enjoy fall. Go to like apple orchards and pumpkin patches and stuff. And if you want to invite me, that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, we can climb trees and stuff like I did last year with Alyssa and Savannah, which was awesome. They should do that again with me. So just so you guys know, you should do that again with me. All right, guys, I have to go because I'm gonna rant about something. So if you want to watch that, you can, but you don't have to. But I'm going to. So bye. Have a wonderful day. I'll miss you. Love you. Bye.